Hi guys, today I'm going to be teaching you how to make this iconic dish. Crispy, crunchy vegetable spring rolls. Not the eeny, meeny, ones, the big man-sized ones. Let's do it. Right guys, so the first thing you're going to need is some of these. These are spring roll pastries, or as I call them pancake roll skins. Okay, and you can get them from your local Asian or Chinese supermarket. They're very inexpensive and they come frozen. It's a little bit like pastry. You could make your own puff pastry, but it's so much easier to buy them frozen. And in terms of quality, these will do the job. You'll find most of your takeaways and restaurants are using this. So I would recommend always buying these. It is really literally like buying frozen pastry over making your own pastry because the quality difference is negligible. For the filling, you're going to need 200 grams of bean sprouts, 5 mushrooms finely sliced, 1 courgette sliced julienne style, 1 peeled carrot also sliced julienne style. To give my spring rolls a little bit more bite, I'm going to put in some cabbage, spring heart cabbage in this case. To be fair, most spring roll recipes are a bit of a free-for-all, so try anything you like. I'm also adding some finely sliced peppers here. It's a good opportunity to pack as many vitamins in, especially if you've got kids. A couple of finely sliced spring onions will add a fresh, oniony flavour. And finally, 3 cloves of garlic finely diced for that extra oomph. So the next step is to stir fry all our ingredients. You start off with the garlic and then we add our bean sprouts. Give it a stir, or a stir. Then we add our cabbage. After this we add our courgettes. And then our carrots and our peppers. Give it another stir. I don't know why I'm saying stir, I just like saying stir. And then add our mushrooms and give it a toss. There's a new word for you. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to soften all the vegetables and we're going to cook it to about 3/4 of the way through. As we do this, you might notice that initially you start off with a lot of ingredients. This will all shrink down a little bit. Here we're adding a lot of salt. We're adding about a teaspoon or so of salt and about a teaspoon of ground white pepper. And to finish off with about a teaspoon of paprika for that extra little rich flavour. We're also adding a teaspoon of sesame oil, which will give it that Chinese authentic rich smoky taste. Really makes a difference. As you can see, it's starting to soften and it's starting to shrink. It won't shrink to nothing, but it probably loses about a quarter or a third of its total volume. And then we put it into a big bowl, and the important bit is we set it aside. Do not try to wrap your spring rolls whilst the mixture is still hot. Let it cool down, put it in the fridge. So these are best defrosted overnight, after which you'll find that they actually do separate fairly easily, although with a little bit of care. These are folded over at the edges, which makes it a little bit trickier, but there we go. Just gently, without ripping it. Bring them apart. Okay, set these aside, and there you have our pancake roll skin or spring roll skin. And you can see how paper thin it is. So after you've let the mixture cool down, now you can start the wrapping. The mixture we've made will probably make between 4 and 6 pancake rolls or spring rolls, depending on how big you make them. The amount I'm putting in mine are probably only going to extend to about 4 or 5, but you probably could get 6 if you're a little bit more prudent, shall we say. So as we wrap them in, make sure you keep the skin really tight, without splitting it of course. And then we're going to use corn flour mixed with water to seal up our pancake roll. You could use egg, and egg is probably a little bit more effective, but We're going vegan with this recipe, so we're using corn flour and water. Now we're heating up our oil until our chopstick fizzes, and we can then introduce our spring rolls into the hot oil carefully, okay? If you had wrapped your spring rolls when your mixture was still too warm, it would start to soak into the skin, and that means that at this stage it would probably rupture and burst through and you'd get bean sprouts spitting all over the place. Not good. If you feel that you did probably leave them a little bit warm before you wrapped them, you can double wrap them again. That means put another skin around your spring roll so you got a double skin, and that will stop that from happening, and it won't really affect any of the taste or the texture of your spring roll. It should still be nice and crispy. Turning them every now and again, the frying process should take 4 to 5 minutes, after which they should look lovely golden brown, just like this. Right guys, check these out. They look really amazing. Right, I'm going to cut them. Normally I would eat them like a big old hot dog, but for the sake of being on camera, I'm going to cut it. Oh, can you hear that? Check it out. Isn't that pretty? Right, the way I like to eat these, there's 2 ways I like to eat these. Either with a sweet and sour sauce. If you want to make a sweet and sour sauce, I've got some recipes on my channel. I'll put the card up here. It'll be for the whole dish, but the sweet and sour sauce will be in there. But to save time, my second favourite way of eating them is to dip them in sweet chilli sauce. So here we go. Boy, that's good. The vegetables are still crisp, and the flavour from the paprika and the garlic, lovely. And you can taste every individual vegetable in there, the courgettes, the carrots, the mushrooms, everything. This is better than your local Chinese takeaway, I guarantee it, because you made it yourself. There's nothing better than that. Amazing. A bit more.
You're such a messy eater.
I don't care. It's too good. I don't care. Have a plate underneath when you do it, guys. But yeah. Sorry, my director's having a pop at me now. I'm taking too long because I'm enjoying these so much. They're so delicious. If you want to have meat in them, you can put Chinese barbecue pork, you can put pieces of a ham, or something I like doing is actually using a bit of bacon, shred some bacon up, get them nice and crispy, put them in. That is absolutely delicious. But today's a vegetarian day, so anybody can have this. It's actually totally vegan. There are no animal products in this whatsoever. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this recipe. If you do like it, think about subscribing, liking and commenting. If you've got any more recipes for me to try, put them in the comment section below. I am doing more than Chinese food now. Anything goes, just let me know. And if I like that idea, I will do it in a video for you. Okay, I'll see you next time. Thank you guys, bye.